What's going on, guys? Welcome to today's vlog. It is Tuesday the 8th of October. I nearly said September. October. I'm starting today's vlog over at the studio. Just got back from school, so I had to nip over to here just to pick up one last parcel that I've got from eBay that needs to go to Alabama in America. It's going to head all the way over to Alabama. It's a Star Trek phaser, a Discovery Star Trek phaser. So that's gone all the way over to Alabama. I am now officially clear of all orders from eBay, so I'm going to kick start off in the next 2 to 3 days. I can't wait, actually. I can't wait to get back into the swing of things because it's been a long time. It's getting near Christmas and I've got a holiday to pay for. So I'm just not going to go stupid like I did last time. I'm not going to be doing like 7 pulse rifles at a time and stuff like that. Take it nice and slow and steady. And that's the way to do it, that's the way to win the race. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. As you can see, there are printers going off all around me. I don't know if I mentioned yesterday, but this printer here, this LEView Neptune, it actually finally printed a full complete print. I just took it off. It was a knee piece for a biker scout. So I'm really impressed with that. I've got near enough all the printers ready to go. I've got a thermistor coming on Wednesday, tomorrow actually. It's coming for the Copy Master, which is down here on this side. So yeah, it's I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to getting that Copy Master back up and running. Sorry, I've got an itchy nose. It's not a crow, it's an itchy nose. But that Copy Master will be back up and running tomorrow, which is fantastic news. We just got back from the hospital. Sarah's been there having a scan. So I'm going to let Sarah take over later on and tell you everything about a scan. And yeah, it's been an interesting morning, to say the least. It really has. It's been a bit eye-opening as well. So I'm going to head back home. I'm going to check in with the kids, and I think I'm going to be doing them some American waffles. They don't know yet, but I thought I'd surprise them with some American waffles. We've got this waffle maker, and we've only made them like once, and they're really, really nice. And if you follow us on Instagram, you'll have seen yesterday or today. I can't remember when it was. I think it might have been yesterday. I actually did a waffle for Sarah on Instagram. I didn't make it for her for Instagram. We put it on Instagram. So if you follow us on Instagram or any socials, you'll see it. If not, follow us. What are you waiting for?
Soon after.
Alright, so I just nipped home and I thought I'd make the kids some waffles, American waffles with strawberries, bananas, cream and Nutella, and they're tucking into it. Oscar and Vanellope and Oscar are tucking into and take a look. What do you think of that, boy?
Good.
Is it good? What do you think of that? Good. You didn't go for the strawberries and bananas, did you? You just want chocolate and cream. Just tell everybody how badass are your husband's waffles.
Yeah, they're good.
How badass is your husband's cooking?
It's good.
How badass is your husband's looks?
Okay. I'm only joking. Good.
So, do you think you could get used to them if we move to America? For your breakfast every day? Yeah.
Okay guys, I thought that I would check in for a little bit because I feel like I've not seen you for so many days, and the cat and the dog have just decided to start chasing each other. Excuse me, I'm vlogging. Yes, I'm vlogging. Stop chasing Max, Rich. Right, get down on video him. Can you hear her chasing him? She keeps running through the table to get him. I'm not going to be able to do this, am I? Well, these two are at it. I think I might have to put her on the other side of the gate. Yes. Go get him. Go get him. Eves, go and get him. Go and get him. Go and get him. Eves, get him. Get him. Where's Max? There's Max. Go and get him. Go and get him. Go and get him. Okay, I just locked him outside because they're just going mental. Anyway, I thought that I would check in and let you know how today went, because I know a lot of you know that I went for a scan. So the scan was actually clear. They said everything looked okay. They didn't say that they could see anything sinister anyway, and they couldn't understand where the pain was coming from. The pain is still there. So I spoke to one of the nurses and we kind of said, like, could it be the menopause? Because a lot of you know that I started the menopause just before I got pregnant with Aurora. So they wasn't too sure whether that, or should I say, the pregnancy has kind of made it speed up a little bit, or whether it could be the fact that I've had like 10 kids and my pelvis is actually so weak that it's just really aching. So what I really need to do is, because I've never done like my pelvic floor exercises, and I should imagine that there's plenty of people out there that haven't done the pelvic floor exercises, but when I had Chelsea, Chloe, Liam, Imogen, Mason, I always did them, and through all of my pregnancies with them I went to the gym, like up until giving birth. Like the trainer used to say, please don't let your waters break on that treadmill. And then, in fact, I did with Portia, but I didn't with Vanellope or Aurora. So I think I did with the boys a little bit. I think I did running with them a little bit, but I didn't do a lot of exercise with them. So I think over the years it's kind of just got like really weak because I've not been keeping up with that exercise. So I think what I'm going to do is, my sister goes to the gym, so I think we're going to join the gym and I'm going to work out first, like strengthening my stomach and my back, because my back has been aching so much. And I think if I do that first and try and rule that out and the pain starts easing, then we know that it's that. But in the meantime, they just want me to go and have the hormone test redone with the doctor, just to double check that it's not the menopause like progressing or getting like into, I don't know what the word is, further into the stages of menopause. So yeah, that's basically all to tell you on that. They didn't really say much else. They were like a little bit miffed as to why there's so much pain on that side, because they couldn't see anything. But they did say that like all my bloods came back okay, and the doctor did feel the swelling there, but the swelling has actually eased now, looking at the scan, they said. So whether it was just like, because the main thing they thought that it could have been was a baby in the tube, or, but it couldn't have been that. We definitely ruled that out because we can't be pregnant, or we couldn't have been pregnant. And then because of the heavy bleeding, that is like one of the signs of the menopause. So because they say that periods can come closer, or they can spread out, or they can get heavier, and I kind of got a bit of all of that. So that is one of the reasons why they're kind of suggesting that it could be the menopause, just like moving along. So we just have to wait and see now. With a bit of luck, it's nothing to worry about. I'm hoping that it's just that I need to strengthen it up, which I really do, because to be fair, I've not done any exercise for a long time, and I think it's what I need mentally as well, because I've always done it. And I think because I've been sitting around for so long, it's not like I sit around because I'm lazy, because I'm not lazy, far from it. I've just kind of got into, because I always worked before I had Aurora, I even worked up until like almost ready to have her, and then all of a sudden just stopping, and I kind of feel like I've just thought, oh God, I'm enjoying this, and got a little bit lazy and just eating and stuff like that. So I think my muscles have just kind of thought, no, I don't like this. So if I give you a bit of pain, you might actually shift your ass and do something. So with a bit of luck, it is just that I need to do some exercise, which in the back of my head, it's telling me that that's what it actually is. So anyway, at least everything was okay. That is a good thing. Well, I was actually in the hospital. When we got there, Dave dropped me off. Obviously, he came with me. But because there's no parking, he actually went and parked outside on the main road. So when he came back, oh sorry, let me carry on with the story first. Anyway, he went and parked the car, and I went and sat down in the, it's called the Heart's Head part of the hospital at Tameside. So I went and sat in there, and there was this, I'd say not an old lady, she was old but not, I'd say she was like 60, 65, but looked very young for her age. And I was sat there and she was talking to Aurora, and Aurora was just laughing her head off at her. She was so lovely. And I just, at first I just thought, oh, she's probably just waiting for someone. And then she turned around and she looked at me and she went, I lost my husband this morning. And my heart sunk. I actually wanted to cry for her. And she said, I just can't get my head around it. I can't understand how he's just gone. So she was telling me that her husband had been perfectly well last week, and he'd gone and had this camera down his throat to check why he was having, I think he was having some pain or something like that. So they put this camera down to check. But after he had the camera done, she said that he started being like quite violently sick and bringing like blood up with it. So I think he got over that. They kept him in hospital, took him in, and they said that they were going to do another camera test, which was supposed to be this morning. And he was fine up until, like, she rang last night and asked if he was okay, and the nurse said, yeah, he's fine, he's settled, he'll still be going down for his operation in the morning. I'm actually tearing up because it was so sad. And she said that she rang up this morning and said, yes, it's gone down to theatre. And one of the nurses in there turned around and said, this man can't have this operation, he's not well enough. And as she said that, he actually died in theatre, and they managed to bring him back to life and get his heart going again. And they said, right, we're not going to do the procedure, we're going to take him back and get him on some like fluids and antibiotics or whatever he needed. And when she arrived and sat next to him, she didn't really go into too much detail, but from what I can gather, he looked at her, said that he loved her, blah blah blah, and she said he just went, that was it, he just passed away. And it was so heartbreaking. Like, she was just talking to me and she was saying like the grandkids want to come, and they just, you know, a few of the grandkids come and they were really upset and stuff like that. But I thought what was really nice was that she sat there and spoke to me. She didn't know who I was, and she was just so lovely. She was just, and she was still, even though she'd lost her husband, like keeping the bravest face and just acting so strong, and just sat there playing with Aurora like nothing had happened. And I just wanted to put my arm around her. I just wanted to give her the biggest hug, just to say, like, you're just so brave to just sit there and just be so lovely. So I just really want to, I know she's probably never going to see this vlog, but if she ever does come across it, the lady that was in the Heart's Head that lost her husband today, which is, the date is the 8th. It was around, what time did it get there? I think it was about 12:15 when I got there, 12:30. I just want to say that my heart is with you, and we are sending so much love to you and your family at this such a sad time. And from the sounds of it, she's lost him in one of the, not the worst ways, but to go to the hospital and think that you're just gonna go down to theatre and wait for your husband to come back up, and in actual fact he was going to come back up and just pass away in front of her. It's just, anyway, I don't want to keep talking about it because I will just end up crying because it was just so sad. But I just wanted to know that we are thinking of her, and little Aurora absolutely loved you. So anyway, I didn't actually manage to get a name, but I so wish that I did. She was so lovely. Anyway, I know it's not going to be the easiest time for her or her family now, but if she ever comes across this video, at least she knows that we were thinking about her. So, on that bad note, let's carry on. So today, Aurora has been drinking. Let me just get it. So I got this bottle of water, and she absolutely loves drinking out of these. I don't know what it is, but when she sees one, she just gets so excited. So we went out and we bought her a Tommy Tippy cup, and she's been drinking out of it. She loves it. So with a bit of luck, well, she loves it, but she loves tipping it up as well. That's a new thing now. She's just a little monkey. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I got her. We got her something else, but I can't remember quite what it is. Anyway, I went on a mad one today. What I did was, Dave went to the office, so I thought, right, I'm going to clean up. Aurora was already ready for sleep, so I cleaned the kitchen, cleaned the windowsills, because I need to take my blinds down and wash them all before Christmas. I'm trying to get on top of the house just slowly, just doing it bit by bit. And so I cleaned all the kitchen, went outside, swept all the front, made it look all nice again, because the leaves are just starting to fall like crazy now. So I was trying to keep on top of it. And then I thought, you know what? Aurora's had the tea. She's ready for a sleep. I put her to sleep, went upstairs and I stripped the back of the bathroom wall because it really needed taking down. It was just horrible. So I think I'm going to just, there's a few holes in the wall, so I'm going to clean them up. Then I think I'm just going to paint it grey and then put some nice stuff on the back of the wall. I was going to paper it again, but it just seems to, because there's that much condensation in that bathroom and there's no window, it's just a nightmare. It doesn't stay looking nice for long and you end up changing it like every 6 months. I mean, Imogen said, oh mum, put some marble on it. She's going mad at me because I'm going like grey, white and black, and then she's actually telling me to put it in the bathroom. So I have actually, I'm going to have to stop saying actually, it's such a habit at the minute why I keep doing it. I have got some downstairs, so I might, I don't know, we'll see. We bought a new toilet seat. That toilet seat is a nightmare. So the brackets that put the toilet seat onto the toilet, for some reason, won't tighten tight enough to keep it still, so it keeps moving. So we've got to go out tomorrow and buy some new brackets for it. I don't know whether they need to be bigger or smaller, or whether they need like one of them block washers and then it'll screw on properly, but hopefully we'll get that sorted out tomorrow. The toilet seat that I ordered is a marble effect, but it was supposed to be grey, but it doesn't look grey to me. It looks kind of, sorry about that, Dave just came in. Yeah, the toilet seat is kind of like, it says that it's supposed to be grey, but it's more of a, what colour would you say that toilet seat is? Like, it looks beige to me. It doesn't look grey. But now I've took that wallpaper down, it kind of does match, but it doesn't look grey enough, if you know what I mean. It's just a nightmare. But I'll show you that tomorrow, because I'm definitely gonna get Dave to put the shelf up in Aurora's room in the morning, because it was going on that we didn't have an extension. Well, we did. It was in the cupboard downstairs and I found it. So that will be going up tomorrow, because I need all the stuff just put in on the walls, because there's just millions of bits like in poor Penelope's wardrobe, in my drawers, in my wardrobe, in her room, on the floor. It's just everywhere, so it just needs sorting out. And I don't want to be stressing myself out rushing before Christmas and having nothing done. So hopefully that will be sorted tomorrow. I've just had a booking tonight for a cake smash, which is, she wants Baby Shark. So I was like, oh my god, I don't know what to do. So I've gone and got some ideas. We've just ordered a new backdrop, which is a PVC one in blue, and I want to order an acrylic piece, which is about 2 meters by 2 meters, so it kind of makes the floor look mirrored. The idea that I've got will look good, so you basically have everything on it you have like sand under some of the stuff, and then when the baby's on it, it reflects, so it's like the picture is a picture. It looks really good when it's done. I'll try and get some pictures to show you, just so you kind of know what I mean. It's really hard to explain, but if you go and look on Google and put in cake smash ideas, in fact, if you put in baby shark cake smash ideas, then it'll bring it up, and I think it's like 3 or 4 down, and you'll be able to see it, and it's reflected. It's really nice.
Can't believe it's still going, that baby shark.
I know. So that's basically it. Just thought I'd share part of my day with you. The rest of the day I've just been sat around doing nothing. Like
You haven't? You've been speaking to people about the shoot that you've got coming in?
Yeah, I've been getting bookings in, but I mean, like, apart from that, I've just been like cleaning, getting rid of a load of stuff. There's some stuff that needs to go charity shop. There's stuff that needs throwing away, and I need to go through these cupboards tomorrow because I want to empty them. And I know, like, for the last 2 years, I think we've been vlogging, I've said I wanted them painting or spraying white, or like something doing with them, because I just hate them that colour now. I don't think we're going to manage to get it done before Christmas, but definitely after. Or we might even get rid of them and get new ones, because we are due new ones.
What?
Them units.
Yeah.
So I might just sell them and replace them with something that I like. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you. I know a load of you have seen the twirl picture on Instagram about the chocolate orange, and loads of you are messaging saying where to get it from. Well, apparently it's in all retail shops now.
I went in today, I went in this morning, and the box was full. When I went in this today, it was empty.
Everybody's going in and buying them. So
well, tell them as well about the mint flake.
Oh yeah, and now the new one is the mint flake. So if anybody's into mint, I'm not.
I am. Then
go for it. Go and look for it. I won't be looking for it, and if I see it, I won't be picking it up. So anyway, I'm gonna love you and leave you. I'm gonna go and get a bath. In fact, I'm not. I'm gonna have a cup of tea first, then I'm gonna have a bath, then I'm gonna get in bed, because last night was a bad night. My back was just killing so bad. I'm sure Dave has started kicking me in the back in the night, or elbowing me, one or the other. But yeah, anyway, love you all. Hope you've all had a really good day, and we will see you tomorrow.
Later that same evening.
Alright guys, I am back from the studio, and back from Tesco's as well, as you just did. You heard me come through the door and mess Sarah's piece to camera up, but I don't care really. I don't. So I'm just putting some food in the air fryer, because we're just gonna have a couple of chip butties, I think, for tonight. Why not? Proper mank food. Chip butty or egg and chips. Can't beat it. So do not forget to smash the like button, subscribe if you're not already, make sure you click the notification bell, it does nothing. Make sure you leave us a comment if you can, and we will see you guys tomorrow, because we do this every single day.